entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
How are you today?
I'm good.
Excellent.
Nice.
I'm glad you just answered for the entire interweb.
Well, I feel like the entire interweb is having a great day today.
Oh, alright, that's good. I would hope so. They can go on Google, go over to, like, was it text from last night? Comical drunks that they send the text in there, or people that have chlamydia.
People of Walmart.
People of Walmart, good one. I don't like people of Walmart since they changed their websites, like border style. It doesn't load well on my computer.
Ooh, it's all that porn.
I don't know.
All right, Casey, why don't you tell the fantastic fans at home what we'll be doing in these...
The Fantastic Four. I was like, Human Torch.
Jessica Alba's here. What's going on?
What we're doing today is we have decided to do a little bit of fantasy, almost not like fantasy booking, but kind of fantasy GMing almost, where basically, well, I took it as kind of like restructuring the brands and like moving people here and moving people there. Joey took it as fire everyone that he doesn't like. So we're pretty much going to go over, I think it's like, you know, a course of, you know, we got hired as the general manager of the WWE or whatever, you know. We took V Guerrero's spot of somehow always being in power of whatever show she's on and what we would do with it.
Basically what we're doing here is we're Raw versus SmackDowning it, and we're taking over GM mode.
Good point. I forgot about that. That was excellent.
All right, so this is how it's going to go. Like Casey said, you know, we're just going to go through what we thought. Casey, I'll let you start. What do you got?
Well, I mean, I couldn't find my notebook to take notes unlike this guy over here, but
professional.
I did make some choices that I didn't really want to fire anyone. I feel like WWE has a good roster right now. I mean, I feel like there are people that don't need to be there, like the Great Khali and like Hornswoggle. Unfortunately, do not bring anything to the WWE product. But a lot of my restructuring came in the way of taking people that I don't like. After Melina runs this bit with Alicia Fox, I feel like she and the Bella twins can move on over to SmackDown. And I'm basing this on the fact that there's a large Hispanic and minority demographic that watches SmackDown because it's on, you know, like was it My Six? Not is it My? It's not My.
It's gonna be Sci-Fi now.
That's right. So actually, that won't even make a difference now that I think about it. But initially, that's the reason why we have superstars like Rey Mysterio and Alberto Del Rio on SmackDown, because of the big Hispanic populace that watches it. So I was just going to make that move. As much as I don't like Sheamus, he can stay. You know what I mean? I feel like this guy adds absolutely nothing to the company. I don't understand why he actually has a spot, but it's alright.
He's the Celtic Warrior.
He's fucking terrible. So I didn't really make a whole lot of changes. I liked where things were. I was gonna fire half of the Nexus once it gets over.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Tarver, Heath Slater, definitely that kid who just lost to John Cena, Darren Young.
Yeah.
He's terrible. Basically, all I would keep would be, you know, obviously Daniel Bryan, but he's not really part of Nexus. Wade Barrett, obviously, and Justin Gabriel. Okay. Everyone else can go the fuck away. And Skip Sheffield, my bad. Skip Sheffield.
Who is coming into his own. Shame he got injured, but
it is.
Has come into his own since this Nexus thing has started.
So,
I mean, this guy high on fucking Skip Sheffield.
Also, the one point I'm going to make before I pass it over to you, and then I'll make comments on your decisions.
Yes.
Definitely a little bit of booking here. Gonna have to break up the Hart Dynasty. Tyson Kidd needs to go heel on fucking Davey Boy Smith's kid and just beat the shit out of him.
All right.
So that's how I feel.
That probably will be coming down the line since they've now unified the tag team titles, and it looks like somebody else will be winning them very soon. So.
Yeah, more than likely.
That's pretty badass. I like what you've done.
No problem.
All right, that's good stuff. This is what I will be doing.
Okay.
I'm going to be, the reason I fired 31 people. Now, Casey's like, as you heard him, he was ribbing me in the opening. He's like, Joey took it as, you fire everybody. Now, this is where I'm firing everybody. I'm combining the shows. There's no more brands.
Oh, my God. He says this shit all the time. It doesn't work.
There's no more brands. I don't care if it works. It's what I want to do. It's not about what works, okay? Fuck it. I want to do it. So we're doing it. Combine the shows. Then we're getting rid of a lot of the titles. We're just going to keep the IC title, the WWE World title, the Tag Team titles, and the Women's Championship. All right. This guy's already mad. Who I'd fire from SmackDown? Kalen Croft, Chavo Guerrero, Chris Masters, Kurt Hawkins.
Whoa, slow it down a little bit, champ.
There's a lot, dude.
I know that, but we
Okay.
can't understand you.
Kalen Croft.
Well, you like the Dude Busters.
I do like the Dude Busters.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
But they gotta go. Chavo Guerrero, is that the dude from the Dude? I don't think that's the dude
Yeah,
from the Dude Busters.
Kalen Croft and Beretta. They're the Dude Busters.
Well,
you
take
stupid fuck.
Sorry, dude. I don't watch much of SmackDown. We go. Yeah, take them back. Take them
Oh
back.
my
They can go right in the
God.
tag team. They can go right in the tag
Ready
team.
to just slap that out of your hand.
You know, dude. I don't like that you're cutting me down right now.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let you have your time.
Oh my god, dude. All right, so the Dude Busters make it. Okay, Chavo Guerrero, Chris Masters, Kurt Hawkins, Dolph Ziggler.
You're gonna fire the Intercontinental
I'm
Champion?
firing Dolph Ziggler. That guy's gone.
What the fuck is wrong?
Drew McIntyre. I don't like that guy.
Okay, that's fair.
He's boring. Fit Finlay, who is... I just went down the active roster who's on SmackDown. He was still there, but I don't think he's really doing anything. I love Fit Finlay. Hornswoggle, like you. Luke Gallows, because I'm gonna break up the Straight Edge Society. I think CM Punk can do his own thing. Tyler Rex.
I don't even know who that guy is, but I did see him on there.
Vance Archer, who is Lance Hoyt, who's
Yeah.
actually gotten better. This is just what I would do. Like some of these guys, like Vance Archer, who we saw
Yeah.
live, definitely better. Definitely got his own. Tiffany, who's probably gonna get fired anyways for beating up Drew McIntyre. Rosa Mendez. Now these two, you're gonna totally rib me. Kane and the Undertaker. I think the Undertaker.
Well, they should retire within
Yeah.
a year, but
Still like both of them, but all right. From Raw, we have Darren Young, Ezekiel Jackson. Why would I do that? Okay, never mind. Goldust, Heath Slater, Jillian, Mark Henry.
oh yeah, Mark Henry's one of my picks because he just adds another product. at this
Now
point.
I have Michael Cole down here, but I decided to X him. I'm going to do something different with him.
you're gonna
I'm not going to fire him. I'm going to do something different. Michael Tarver, Primo. I have nothing to do with that guy.
Primo is gonna move to SmackDown.
The Great Khali. This one's a hate pick, Triple H. I just can't stand Triple H. This guy knows. Yoshitatsu, love Yoshitatsu.
You're gonna fire Yoshitatsu?
Yeah.
I was gonna pair him and Evan Bourne as a tag.
That's a
team.
good idea, but I have somebody else for Evan Bourne. I like that, though. I like that. Zack Ryder. Oh, radio. Greatest team ever. And William Regal, although I'm very high on William Regal. All right. I'm going to put Jim Ross back on Raw with Jerry Lawler. I'm going to move Michael Cole to SmackDown, make him a heel.
As what? As a commentator?
Yeah, he's going to be the heel commentator.
But who's gonna be his other commentator?
I'm going to put, I think Josh Matthews, because they do a really good job on NXT. I thoroughly enjoy them when Michael Cole is heel.
Yeah, I don't know though.
I think it'd work.
I don't think Jim Ross needs to be on Raw. I don't think.
I just love Jim Ross as a commentator. I really do. I really do.
Thought you were gonna be professional about this. Everything you have done in the last 5 minutes has just been on biases.
That's
and
what?
I know, but that's terrible.
That's it, dude. That's how it's gonna work.
I'm really glad they didn't put you in charge.
Some of my top heavyweights. Sheamus, Randy Orton, Edge, John Cena, Christian, CM Punk, Chris Jericho. The middle card guys, Cody Rhodes,
Okay.
the dashing one. Big Show, Rey Mysterio. I think that's a good spot for him. Matt Hardy, Daniel Bryan, John Morrison, R-Truth.
I would fire Matt Hardy.
You would fire Matt Hardy?
Yeah.
I could see that. Some top women, Melina, Eve, Gail Kim, Natalia, Lay Cool, like what they're doing. That was the air
Yeah,
freshener.
that
Beth
was the air
Phoenix.
freshener.
I'm going to reform Prime Time.
Okay.
Put them in the tag division. That leaves the Hearts, the Usos, Vlad, and Santino Marella.
Yeah.
Skip Sheffield and David Otunga, because I think they could be a pretty good tag team. They were working together on Raw.
I like that.
And then for Evan Bourne, I'm going to put him with Justin Gabriel.
That's just way too predictable. I don't like that pairing. I like that. I like Justin Gabriel. I think he needs to stay as like the heel cruiserweight. I think that he needs to be like. I feel like that's a good role for him. Like Evan Bourne can never be a heel.
Okay.
Yoshitatsu cannot be heel. Justin Gabriel can do that.
Yeah, but
He looks sinister, like when Peter Parker's evil in the third Spider-Man.
Yeah, but when this Nexus thing is over, I think fans are going to get behind him because they're first off.
But they shouldn't have to. That's the point. They should keep him evil as the evil cruiserweight, and they should bring back the cruiserweight strap.
That way we go, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, it doesn't matter. None of that shit's gonna happen that you just said.
Man,
It's what I want to happen. Direct quote.
It is what you want to happen.
So there you go.
Oh man, this guy fucking just murdered everything I said.
I'm sorry. I
You
feel
just
like
buried me.
Well, it was honestly some of the
You just jobbed me out. That's what just happened here, dude.
coming off
Okay.
very stupid right now.
All right.
Will Ferrell.
What a dick.
It was just it doesn't work from a business standpoint. None of that works.
I understand that. I totally understand that. And when I did this, I kept weighing up the fact that they are a PG company now, and it's like, of course this isn't going to work. It would never work, but it is just something that I would love to see happen, and it's more because of the era that I grew up in. I'm a fan of the 80s, the early 90s, before they split the brands, and that's just the way I like to see my wrestling. The brand thing, I completely stopped watching SmackDown as soon as they split it up.
Why does it bother you?
It just bores me.
Why?
I feel like you're going to be like, because you're dumb. People are going to be like, you're stupid. You're a fat, stupid kid. It's just, that is way too much storyline, dude. You've got, like, 2 heavyweight storylines. You have 2 mid-card storylines. You got 2 women's storylines. It's like,
yeah, but what would be the difference of you doing all that? It'd be the same exact shit, because there's no way you could fit in all the storylines for everyone onto Raw.
Okay, but here's the thing. You have 2 shows. First off, it's gonna create more, you're gonna want more, what's the word I'm looking for here? The storylines are gonna mean more, because you're gonna have greater periods to build your storyline. Therefore, when you get to the pay-per-view, these matches actually mean something. When you watch pay-per-views, do you honestly are like, man, I'm really invested in this. This is like the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Because I'm 23 years old. But
even if you're a wrestling fan, you still mark out for things.
But here's the point, though. I mean, like, it doesn't make any difference if it's, you know, like, you're still gonna have to split. Some feuds are gonna have to be on certain nights, anyways, and there's no point. And, like, let's say, okay, you've got, like, Dolph Ziggler and Kofi Kingston, right? And it's unified like you want. Well, one night they're feuding on Monday night, and the next night they're on Friday, and the next time they're on Superstars. That doesn't help to build someone that only has time to watch one show.
Okay. In that sense, what about if you implemented, like, a ranking system? Because basically what you're saying
but
is...
it doesn't matter because everything recaps every time, so you still see what happened. Every time you watch SmackDown or every time you watch NXT, you see a recap that happened before. It just doesn't make sense of why. You obviously could not take all the people that work for the WWE and get them all a slot on every single show, on like the 4 shows a week, right? You couldn't do that. It'd be pretty much it would end up being like that hour-long TNA, where everything was just like a big clusterfuck. You couldn't do it. So people were gonna have to split on the shows anyways. Why not just keep them on that show like they already do? It just makes sense for how many people. If they only had like a fucking 30-person roster, they might be able to do something like that.
Okay, that's why I started counting. Like I have 26 wrestlers.
Yeah.
And like I've separated them all. That's why I fired so many people. Because you could never keep all these people that I had and still do a combined show. And that's half of why I have 31 people.
If you wanted to be like that, that's the only way that you could do it, because you would have to get rid of everyone.
And now,
it doesn't work.
It wouldn't work now. I definitely agree. Right now, first off, the new wrestling fan, I'm talking these young kids and stuff. That's not what they're used to. It wouldn't work. They're not going to follow that. They
just
like
don't
having
see
all
how
these
it
guys.
benefits anyone.
I don't know. I just always was a big fan of like. First off, there's way too many belts.
Well, I mean, I'll agree with that, but at the same time, you've got way too many. I mean, like, think about it. Let's say right now, who you've got. Unless I don't like when they've got guys like this, like the thing they're doing at Night of Champions, where they're gonna have it's like a 6-way match, right, for the world title.
The 6-pack challenge.
I hate shit like that. I like to have one dude and one dude.
I agree, and the champ comes out last.
So I don't want to have like. I mean, sometimes you have the occasional 3-way or 4-way match, whatever, but. You're going to have to do a lot more shit like that, because while Sheamus and John Cena are feuding, Randy Orton, Edge, Chris Jericho, fucking Triple H, The Undertaker, or whoever else, all the other main eventers, are going to be delegated to lesser spots. That's why they have two world titles. That's the whole point, because you could fill up pretty much everyone that you have as a main event spot, and they're going to have to lose that spot. And that's another reason why why this exists in the first place.
Well, that was a great debate.
It was.
So, our next video.
Yeah.
We're going to tackle TNA.
We are going to talk TNA. That one will probably not be as cordial.
Probably not.
No.
Because I know I can speak for myself, and I'm pretty sure I speak for Casey.
TNA. No bueno.
Not very good. So, until next time, my friends.
Thank you very much.
This is Joseph Grutt, Casey Strata. 31 people get fired. That's it. That's all I got to say.
People are getting some severance packages.
Future endeavors, 31 years.
I like how they're saying that now, too. Enjoy your future endeavors.
Dashing Cody Rhodes.
Matt Stryker said it last night, too.
Oh, man.
To Alex Riley, we didn't answer any of the trivia questions but one.